What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Play Death Road to Canada with DogAndPony. I'm DogAndPony, and this is Death Road to Canada. If you want to try this game, check out the links in the description below. I definitely recommend it. If you want to participate in the 100th episode special coming up in just, 9 days now? Go ahead and leave a comment with a description of a character, and a name for the character, and a perk, and a trait, and I will create that character for episode 100 and play a familiar character's run, and hopefully get all the fan-created characters in here. It'll be a lot of fun. I hope you do it. We're going to keep going. From day 9 here, the horror continues. Yikes! Our hybrid car is about to break down. We're not doing too great on health, but food is in pretty good condition. Old campground. The group finds an abandoned campground with a fire pit. Bobby even finds an old, somewhat stale extra pack of marshmallows. So our food is going to be doing even better here. The group sets up camp, then eats a huge bag of marshmallows instead of eating dinner. There's even some left over, so we get 2 food. All right. It's not often that you get to come away from a good night's sleep with additional food. So we got to cherish every time it happens. Choose your fate. The group gets a rare, peaceful moment to relax on an apartment roof. There's some time to talk, and someone reveals a lot about themselves. We know nothing about Claude, right? We know nothing about Bobby either, but we do know, more indirectly that she has good medical. We don't really need to know much else. She's our medic. Who cares what else she's good at? It's nice to know, obviously, but we're going to reveal stuff about Claude. We've had Claude for quite a long time and still haven't learned anything. Claude reveals his true essence. Terrible strength, really bad shooting, really bad fitness, bad mechanical, really bad medical, neutral wits, pretty good attitude, bad composure, and bad loyalty. Wow. We've had him around for a long time, and he's not that good, I guess. I think dogs have some other bonuses you kind of get. Whoa, it's Will. It's nice to see a familiar face. He's sitting in a park reading a book. He's a practical mechanic, and we're going to recruit him to the team. So, we lost our top-notch mechanic, Trevor, but now we've got Will, who's an adequate replacement, and he's better at Trevor at certain things, though obviously worse at the actual mechanic skill. But that's fine. While driving on the death road, the group decides to make a stop for supplies. We can go to the prepper cabin, the bookstore, or we could keep driving around. I'm going to go to the prepper cabin. I assume they'll have medical supplies, and that's going to be big for us. It's a mild swarm, but they're hunting. We should be okay with that. DogAndPony doesn't need all this, and Will can go ahead and get that nail board. Bobby's all set now. And Claude obviously doesn't need anything anyway. I think we're good. I'd give Will a gun, but I don't want to. If I do have to use the big dog, I don't want to have any less ammo the next time we go out. Whoa, wait, why isn't DogAndPony our leader? All right, all set. Let's do it. This should be fine. We shouldn't have to use guns at all. I would hope, anyway. I think if we do, it'll be because we made a mistake, not because... Hey. Smashing. Bobby, what are you doing? She doesn't have, a weapon? She broke it, so she started using her gun. I really hope she swaps back. Stop it! Gosh darn, Bobby. She just shot a bullet in a random direction for no reason whatsoever. There's a couple more zombies I want to deal with, just because they are hunting, so they just come right after us if they are anywhere near us. Even apparently from inside the building. I didn't realize they could do that. Usually the ones inside will stay inside until you go inside, I think. But when they're hunting, they can hear you through the door. We're gonna draw those ones out and kind of clear some space for us out here as well. There's a lot of loot in there, which is good. I saw a couple medical supplies. I didn't see anything fantastic. Medical supplies wise, it's mostly food, which I expected. But Definitely more medical supplies than a bookstore would have. I think there were maybe 3 or 4 in there, but I didn't get to look that close. I was more focusing on how many zombies there were and how far from the door they were. Alright, pretty good so far. We do want to clear out this entire crowd, which is the strategy that's worked out the most well for us in the past. When we haven't tried to do that, we end up getting hurt, wasting even more medical supplies, and ultimately not reaching Canada. Whereas the times we do that, we clear out the whole crowd. We've reached Canada twice now, I think. Yeah, twice now. And I think it's really about making sure nobody's leaving the group without your say-so. So we can kick people out if we have to, and we have, but we don't want anyone dying. And, you know, in this run, we've suffered a loss or two via death, but it wasn't really avoidable like it is in this situation. All right, that might have only been 1 medical supply. I'm really hoping for more. Maybe there's like a bathroom here. Okay, it is a bathroom, and there's a filing cabinet, which means a decent shot at getting some medical supplies. It could be other things, but I think the highest odds are it being medical supplies. So we're in luck. Hopefully 2. I don't think it'll be more than 2, but it could just be 1. Either way, we're coming out of here in better condition than we came in. Yeah, 2 medical supplies for the whole campsite, unfortunately. But we'll manage. All right. Wanted to make sure we didn't leave anything behind. It looked like someone might have dropped something, but I guess I was just seeing things. All right. I want to look around a little bit more, see if there's any gas canisters outside. That does happen occasionally at these cabins. And they can be hidden by trees, so you kind of have to stick around for a couple seconds to make sure it doesn't sparkle behind like a bush or a tree. All right. I think that's pretty good. We did our due diligence here. We made sure to get everything we possibly could out of it, and we're ready to hit the road again. Just afternoon, and we're ready. How much food did we get? Because that'll help us buy more medical supplies if we get the opportunity to do so. And we got 8, which is a whole day's worth. And what could we get? Like, I think typically we could trade 1-to-1 for medical supplies with our food. So that's 8 medical supplies if we get a chance to do that. All right, not too bad. And some pistol ammo too. We actually did get a little bit, not quite the 103 that it said, but I think, 13. No, probably more than 13 because Bobby wasted a whole bunch of ammo. We want to keep this car because it's a hybrid. It'll use less of our gas, and that'll allow us to use chainsaws more efficiently in the future and, of course, just drive further. So we're going to have Will attempt to fix it. He pops out of the car and completely fails to repair the car after wasting a day on it. So we wasted 8 food here and abandoned our car, unfortunately. But we know Will's mechanical ability is actually decent. It's not great, but it is good. While walking through the woods, Will doesn't pay attention to where he is going and falls into a deep puddle of water. His gear is fully submerged, putting supplies in danger. We lose 4 food and a pretty substantial quantity of ammo, especially that shotgun ammo. We didn't have much to begin with, and his morale goes down, which is not good. That's gonna bite us pretty soon if we don't get that up. I'm gonna drink some coffee real quick. Alright, cowardly bandits. The group is robbed by weak bandits. The bandits are of a kind that would normally not be a problem if the group had a car or wasn't tired from walking all day. We're going to refuse and fight. I don't want to give them 15 of our food. We need that. Okay, so the group is tired and caught in the open as they fight. It's fortunate that these bandits aren't that dangerous. After a short fight, they run. So everybody gets hurt once. But since medical supplies trade at a 1-to-1 ratio to food, that means giving 15 food, and with Bobby's high medical ability, we'd actually have... It's a net positive over the alternative. Trust me. I think. Will spots a car parked in the middle of the road. They rush over to discover a car that looks suspiciously like the car they started their journey in. Will takes the keys that he kept from the old car and sticks it into the ignition. It starts. That means like Dog and Pony kept those keys in his pocket and handed them to Will at some point, which is very strange. So everybody's morale is going up. Will's went up quite a bit, so we're no longer at that dangerous level of morale. Here we go again. Back in the muscle car, which is essentially the opposite of the hybrid, which has its pros and cons, of course, because both the hybrid and the muscle car have different ups and downs. And since they're essentially the opposite of each other, we're going to be able to do some things that we couldn't, and we're also going to have some trouble that we wouldn't have had otherwise. At the end of the day, the group hides in a drafty old house. Some zombies roam around outside, and the doors of the house are barely on their hinges. Did someone barricade the house? Probably Will. I think he still has the best mechanical ability out of any of us. Okie dokie. Will barricades the flimsy house. He nails some planks on some doors, but they keep falling off. His wits are revealed as bad. The group is attacked during the night, and Dog and Pony is killed. If I had paid the toll that those bandits were asking for, Dog and Pony wouldn't have died. Neither would Claude have died. And Will and Bobby are both hurt. This is really bad. And unless they fixed the bug, we just lost our good shotgun. They didn't fix the bug, so we lost the shotgun that we had. Big Dog, we lost it. Helping with car trouble. The group meets a man trying to repair his broken car. He clearly has no idea what he's doing. Will's gonna try to help. We need something. So Will tries to fix the man's broken car. He takes a day to help fix the man's car. He gives some supplies as a reward. Will gets a little happier. He also increases his mechanical ability, which is going to be great for us down the road. I love that expression in the context of this game. Down the road, I think I say it, a little bit in real life, or just in my day-to-day life, but I say it a lot more in the context of playing this game, because down the road, Death Road, okay, you get it. You're smarter than that. You didn't need that full explanation there. We got some ammunition and we eat a meal. Hey, the meals are half as big. That's a positive. We don't have enough medical supplies to heal up, so we wasted a little bit of time there, but we're okay. I don't think I could ever get tired of canned meat. That's lucky for you, Bobby. Trading on the Death Road, the group is driving down a long stretch of road. No threats on the horizon, but not much else of interest either. You have 38 food left. We're going to visit the trader camp. Things went from fantastic to terrible very quickly in this video. I'm going to rob whatever this house has. This lady's going to tell us to get out of her house. And we took her food. So we're even. You were mean to us. We stole your food. I don't want to buy any swords. All I want to purchase, anything else would be a waste of food, is medical supplies. I do want to talk to everyone just in case we get something from them for free. It's rare, but it happens, and I haven't figured out exactly why or when it happens. So the last anime sale, no thank you. The Windstar is nice, but we really just can't afford it. We need to keep our food in order to use it to buy medical supplies or eat. And maybe even recruit a rare character or two if we get the opportunity. Some take food in exchange for their service. Factory complex, the group gets overwhelmed by a horde and flees for a nearby factory. There must be another way out inside. It's a thick and hunting swarm. It's late afternoon. We're going to dive in because it's the only thing we can do. I guess we're taking control of Will. I don't really feel like switching that up. Bobby gets a shotgun, a pistol, and a golf club. Will's going to take the cowboy rifle and the pipe bombs. We're leaving the rusty machete behind because while it does a decent amount of damage, it's very flimsy and it'll probably break. Let's do this. We need to take these ones out. Or not. This isn't looking good for us, admittedly. I think we're just going to take them out with a pistol real quick. We want to get all those pipe bombs. That's all of our pipe bombs. And a gun. I was trying to switch to the gun at the moment that I died. I'm gonna just throw one of these. I meant to throw it at those zombies. That's my bad. This isn't looking good. I'm gonna take this. And I kind of want to get that pistol back, so I guess no pipe bombs. Here's my current course of action, my current plan. It didn't really do much, admittedly. That wasn't a great plan. Here we go. Okay, so pistol, we're gonna run through, we're gonna try to find an exit. I'm not feeling too good about this run anymore. I was feeling great about it when we started it up. I don't know if I said that, but I was feeling really, really good. I was like, wow, we might get a third victory. That'd be 2 in a row, I think. But, you know what? I've been known to be wrong, and I definitely was this time around. Chainsaw. What gun do we give up? Probably the pistol. I think it's the weakest weapon we have. We definitely want the chainsaw. I wish we had more inventory slots, but obviously there's a reason we don't, and it's because that would make the game too easy. Oh gosh, okay, don't be stupid. I want to kill a lot of zombies, then go back and get the chainsaw. I'm giving up this pistol, though wait, we have another shotgun in the car. Okay, new plan. We have another shotgun. Take the chainsaw. Switch back to the pistol. Wasted a little time there. Gonna be a little more swarmed than I would have otherwise, but I think we're still gonna be fine. Bobby's gonna live through this. That's not really in question, I don't think, unless I do something really dumb, like go up that ill-advised hallway there. Okay. I thought maybe there would be another door, and I'm thinking that that's not the case, so I'm just gonna keep running for an exit. I don't know where one is, but if we keep going through doors, we'll find one, and we did it. We're out of here. I'm out. I don't know if we made the best decisions loot-wise, but we survived, and that's good enough for me. We don't need to slow down. You're right, Bobby, but you're not talking to anyone. Glimmer of hope. Morale and random skill gain? Does she need morale? Technically, yes. She doesn't have full morale. I don't want to train her fitness. I just want to do this. 2 things is better than 1. Every day is a great teacher as long as you don't get eaten. So her shooting increased, which is good because we actually have a lot of guns. All right. You know, compared to the amount of people we have. Okay, it gets late, and there's no great place to camp, but solo zombies hobble around in the far distance, and one might sneak up on Bobby while she sleeps. Who should stay up on watch? Probably Bobby. So, we can have one tired person. Here's my thinking. I'm gonna walk you through it. We can have a tired person, and only one person, and then in the next encounter we face, have a worse chance of survival, and have a slow, dwindling death that is kind of anticlimactic. Or we can take a risk right now and sleep anyway, and either have a better chance of survival or die pretty much right now. And that's the one I'm gonna do. To keep things fresh, sleep anyway. Bobby decides to go to sleep, betting that zombies won't find her. She sleeps through the night with no interruption, and she eats a decent meal. So that's a positive outcome, I think. We're not tired, and we're alive. We really need to heal up, and we can't. I'm gonna share it with everyone. Just kidding. I'm gonna give it to Bobby because she is everyone. It really is fun size. Bobby eats that candy big time. The sugary sweetness makes her feel a little better about her current life in not Canada. She feels pretty smug about not having to share. Bobby's attitude increases, and it's revealed. So it wasn't perfect, but it is now. She has a great attitude despite being completely alone in a wasteland. Getting closer to Canada, the route continues. The sky starts to turn an ominous red as if the universe wants Bobby to fail. I think it does. Canada's close. This is the second to last chance to trade. We have 37 food left. We're gonna visit the trader camp, obviously. I'm really hoping. Wow, these 2 people found identical food trucks. This is incredible. Well, what are the odds of that? Shotgun shell stand. Bobby sees. Never mind. No thanks. I was making a joke about the odds of that occurring as if this game was realistic. In the game, it's probably a pretty high chance. We don't want mechanic training. What is this? Okay, all we want, and this other thing is fitness training. We're gonna talk to them anyway, but all we want is medical supplies. We don't want to buy anything else. That's how I feel anyway. Though fitness training probably does increase our chances of survival. I'm gonna do it. Her fitness is terrible, so because she's alone and using a lot of ammunition is probably going to be bad for us in the long run, if there is a long run. Having a higher fitness to be more effective with melee weapons is going to be important. All right. We're real low on health. I'm not feeling good about that. We haven't gotten any medical supplies, except for those 2 that we got in that cabin, in a very long time. We're not going to the red event. We're going to the stash in the woods, which is, once again, going to have like 2 medical supplies. Probably. It's a mild and calm swarm, but it's nightfall, so it's a little bit dangerous. I want to keep the pistol, and I want to have a rusty machete as well. And then if the rusty machete breaks, which it will, we can use the chainsaw, and I won't feel too bad about that. We're going to run out of gas, but I think our car is going to break down too. I can't see that from here, unfortunately, but that's fine. Our car was smoking, right? Or was I just seeing things again? All right, stash in the woods. Where's the stash? It's in a cabin. There's a stash in a cabin in the woods. There we go. Hey, look, another one. In the words of DJ Khaled, another one. This time, of course, he was referring to a rusty machete, which we had one of. It broke, and we found another one on the ground. A lot of food, which is fine. I'm not gonna disparage the amount of food we're finding. It's great. I appreciate what the gifts the game is giving us. It's a lot of alliteration for you, and there was a little bit more. And that's it. There was a couple medical supplies, maybe 2 or 3. I'm hoping it could have just been 1, but I'm gonna be optimistic about this and say it was 3. We'll see in just a second. Sorry, I was joking for a good 3 or 4 seconds there. And then okay. This car's not starting. I think I was right about the condition of the engine. Did kill quite a few zombies with it as we went out though. 2 medical supplies. It was the average of the worst case and the best case scenarios that I have laid out for us. Let's keep going. I'm gonna take a drink real quick so I don't do that again. Now, normally in this situation, I'd say just go to sleep. But I want to see what happens if Bobby tries to tell scary stories to herself. Is she going to creep herself out? Bobby decides to tell scary stories, but it turns out that Bobby was alone, telling the scary stories to ghosts. Whoa! Bobby has fun, but doesn't get enough sleep and is tired the next day. Probably a bad choice. Her morale would have gone up, but her morale is already super high. So instead of getting the morale boost and the tired effects, we just got the tired effects, which means we did a negative thing instead of a neutral / semi-negative thing. We're gonna abandon the car. Punching the car is gonna hurt us. Fixing it's gonna waste some time and therefore food. Wasting no time, Bobby decides to ditch the car and walk until they find a new vehicle. Car abandoned. All right, we're tired, we're walking, and there's toll bridge bandits. Bobby is ambushed while crossing a rickety bridge over a river. The bandits demand a toll. They only want 6 food. We'll give it to them. Alright, our morale's going down, which isn't good, but we have 32 food, which is more than one person needs, except now we only have 29, and we just lost both the medical supplies that we didn't get a chance to use. The game really has it out for me right now. I sent out a tweet to RocketCat Games after winning that run with all 4 of my characters alive, and I said, just one with all 4 people, is that all you got, RocketCat? And they said no, and I'm pretty sure this is them retaliating. This is, of course, not them retaliating. That's a joke. But we're going on a long country walk. Bobby is walking through the countryside and stumbles on burnt out cars with zombies roaming around them. This is a good opportunity to check if one of the cars still works. It doesn't seem like a good opportunity, I'm gonna be honest, because it says it's a very thick and hunting swarm and it's late night. But we're gonna investigate the cars because it's not giving us much of a choice here. And I'm okay with it. We're very low on gas. Exceptionally low on gas. Alrighty, let's jump into this. Maybe take a shotgun instead of a pistol and switch it into our top slot for safety. We do need to siphon the gas out of these vehicles if we want a chance at surviving after this. Again, it's a go out with a bang, not a whimper kind of thing. If we die here, whatever. If we don't, why keep going with no real chance at surviving? So I'm gonna try to get as much gas as possible, which means, because, you know, we're approaching the end of this video and I'd rather not die right at the beginning of the next run, or the next video. Oh, geez. Okay. I want to get the chainsaw started up. I'm gonna go back for the gas that was in this other car. Yeah. Which means I'm gonna use a little bit of gas trying to start this gosh darn chainsaw. I know it relies on the strength stat and Bobby's strength is really low. Okay, one more try and then I'm just gonna whip out the shotgun. Okay, rusty machete, didn't do much. Shotgun. Okay, we're lower on ammo than I thought. This was a obviously poor choice, I think. I wasn't trying to kill myself, but I was thinking that chainsaw would start up a little more readily. I thought it would be prepared for it, and clearly the chainsaw is not prepared for this situation at all. Come on, one more. Nope. I guess we're ignoring that gasoline and just getting in the car, which is fine. Okay, we didn't get hurt. We wasted a little bit more shotgun ammo than we had to, but we picked some up too? No, we didn't. Okay, one medical supply. I think we picked that up out of a trunk. I didn't mention it at the time, but gloomy weather trip. The weather is gray and dingy, and it's really getting Bobby down. She has no one to complain about the weather to. Bobby keeps up a positive attitude. Okay, that's fine. Her morale is going pretty down though. Heal yourself. What are you doing? Bustling city. Why haven't you healed yourself, Bobby? Bobby finds a city in the afternoon. The dead will swarm over it. They're idle now, but they will notice you soon enough. Very thick, sluggish, late afternoon. Pharmacy. Obviously pharmacy. I've been complaining for, I don't know, a whole video. 27 minutes and 44, 45, 46 seconds about not having enough medical supplies. Well, let's do this. Rusty machete. Here's the Smallgren's drug. I don't know if we're gonna bother looting anything else. We're kinda running low on food, like not in any real sense, but in the we had just a completely unfathomable quantity not that long ago. Yeah, we're running low. There's 3 medical supplies, maybe 3 medical supplies and a piece of food in this entire pharmacy. I guess, you know, pharmacies would be looted pretty early on. But that's still disappointing. No other rooms. I wanted to do another check to make sure. That's why I circled back up and around if you were curious about that. When I do things that seem kind of like strange or might seem strange, I need to justify it out loud. There might be, because we chose pharmacy, there might be more medical supplies in the surrounding apartments. I don't know if that's true, but it's a trend I've noticed, and it could be exclusively because of confirmation bias. That's how a lot of things work, but I want to do it anyway, because we will get something out of it. Either the sweet embrace of death or some food. There's a couple more apartments here, I believe. Yeah, here's a pretty substantially sized building. We're almost out of ammo, and we still have no ability to start our chainsaw. I can't believe, okay, we finally got, after a long, grueling experience without them, we finally got 2 medical supplies, and we didn't use them, and then we lost them. And then we got 1 more, and we didn't lose it yet, but we just still haven't used it. I'm gonna consider that, while it's probably not a bug in the, like, it's not like an actual bug, it's not like they intended it to function that we'd use them right away. I'm gonna consider it a bug insofar as it's bad behavior. It's not so much a bug as a lack of a feature. If you're desperate for help, you use medical supplies as soon as you pick them up. And if you lose your car, you maybe sit at it and heal up for a second before venturing out on the road. I know this is a long episode. If you like that, you're welcome. If you don't like that, I apologize. Maybe take a break, go eat a sandwich, and come back later and finish it up. It's not that big of a deal. But, you know, I'm sorry. If it's really bugging you, like, I have 25 minutes to watch these videos a day. You keep making these 30+ minute long videos. Why are you doing that? I can't watch anymore. Sorry. Unsubscribe. If you're that guy, I'm actually sorry. I'll do my best. Maybe watch it at 1.5 times speed, which doesn't help you now, but in the future, if you notice the video is really long, watch it at 1.5 times speed instead of unsubscribing. All right. I think I do gotta say that is all for now, but thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button, subscribe if that's the sort of thing you're into, and don't forget to make your custom character in the comments. I'll see you in the next episode where we'll probably die right away.